Good morning. Oh, good morning. Geez, where am I? I came all the way up to my cottage here, so I'm in a different time zone here, I guess. Thank you so much, everybody, for jumping on. We're excited to always come to you every week and share some amazing stories using our super patches. What I want to start off with is that we don't treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose anything. All we are doing is giving people hope, and they're going to share the results that they're getting with the product. So that's not us making any claims. We've been around for, 7 years now. We've helped 7 million people. And you're probably wondering what I'm even talking about. Some of you may not even know, but what it is it's right there. We have 11 of these, and they are super patches. And they're not just super patches for one thing. There's multiple things that they help with. So we have certain ones for certain conditions and ailments. So the first one I'm going to talk to you today about, and all these patches, it's very simple. There is a pattern on them. It touches the skin using vibral tactile stimulation. It creates a message, sends a message to the brain, and it's a message that has to be decoded because it's very, very complex. And it needs to be decoded, and then it's telling the body to help the body in whichever way that the patch helps, whether it's cognitive, whether it's physical, and all those different things. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Liberty patch. The Liberty is basically the foundation. It's very similar to the Victory patch, but Victory is more geared to sport, but they both have the strength, balance, stability, range of motion, energy, all that great stuff. Sport just is enhanced, and Tommy will get to that patch later when he's explaining that one. So this is instant balance, strength, stability, range of motion. It's the foundation. You should have this patch on at all times. No other patches do this. And then the rest of the patches we're going to talk about, just use them as applications. And that's as simple as it can be. The other one I have, and I don't have them, and ironically, someone just bought my last pack, is, I don't know if you got it there, a Freedom, if someone could hold that one up. The Freedom Pain Patch. Oh, thanks, Tommy. That is the same thing, slap it on, except this patch in particular is specific to pain. So you put this where the pain is. If it's in your shoulder, your knee, your back, you place it there. If you have both shoulder and knee pain, you may need two. We really don't know. It's all going to be your personal experience using the product. It's very simple: back pain, joint pain, foot pain. I mean, pain. Everybody's got pain points. So just wherever it is, just put the patch there, and you're going to probably see results based on, everyone else that's pouring the results in. The next one I want to talk about is Flow. This is for ADHD, ADD. I always call it, there's squirrels and nuts all over, and somebody's over here and they didn't complete that project, and they're over here and they're over there, and they never get anything done. This works on all 5 cognitive networks: executive decision, attention network, all these different things. And it creates a cohesiveness of calm so that the person can just, kind of organize and stop the whole scatterbrain situation that some are dealt with. The Focus patch, this is confused sometimes with Flow, but the easiest way to understand this is study like never before. So imagine you're trying to study, you're trying to come up with a new music, lyrics or whatever it is, or you're trying to strum a tune, and you're wanting to focus in on your homework, your taxes. This just focuses on one of those 5 networks, which is the attention network. So that's the biggest difference between Focus and Flow. And the next one is the Peace patch. Remarkable: stress, anxiety, pretty self-explanatory. If you do suffer from that, then this is the patch that you're going to want to try. So now I'll pass it over to Tommy for the other patches. We have 11 total. I think I just did 5. And go ahead, Tommy. Thank you so much. Oh gosh, I didn't even send you an unmute.
There we go.
I'm in a different format here, so it's all good.
Yeah, I know. Hey, it's all good. It's good to shut me up once in a while. So as Paul said, we have this Victory patch, which is very similar to the Liberty patch, which is the foundation of all patches. I look at it as the Liberty patch is for people, like my age, who used to be an athlete. And I guess you're always an athlete when you're an athlete, right? But the Victory patch is for people, that compete and maybe work out at the gym and want to work harder and recover faster, and it just adds strength and stability to the next level. So it's like the Liberty patch, but plus if you're somebody who's into performance. We have the Defend patch. This Defend patch is for your immune system. When I was young, I didn't think my immune system was a big deal. I didn't care. I was Superman. But as you get older, you realize that, you know what? Shoot, with a little bit of explanation, when you're younger, you realize what this can do for you. My daughter is 17 years old, and she's got seasonal allergies. She wears this Defend patch. Boom, forget about Claritin, Allegra, all that crazy sleepy stuff out the window. Put on a patch with no drugs or chemicals or side effects. Phenomenal and great for blood flow. This is an important patch, I think, for everybody to just wear all the time. I have one on all the time. The REM patch. I think our whole company could balance on this one alone for people with sleep issues. I can't get technical about it because I'm not a scientist and I don't play one on TV, but this is what I know. When I go to bed at night, I put this REM patch on my arm and I sleep like never before. I wake up feeling refreshed and amazing. I have deep dreams, vivid, like I never have in the past. So the REM patch is great. And frankly, I've shared it with my wife and with others, and they love it as well. A lot of people have sleep disorders. One of our newest and best-selling patches is this Ignite patch, which actually burns calories for you while you're at rest. It kind of takes away hunger cravings and sugar cravings and things of that nature. And we've got tons of people that are like losing weight like it's their job just for slapping on a patch. Again, no drugs or chemicals on the thing. We've got two new ones that I don't have in front of me because they're so new. One is called Kick It. Paul's got one. The Kick It patch, and it's not for soccer. The Kick It patch is for bad habits. It takes away your bad habits, which are just a product of repetitive bad behavior, and it just kind of breaks that pattern. Fascinating, and I've already heard some crazy stories about that as well. And then the newest one just came out last week is the Joy patch. And who couldn't use a little extra joy in their lives? Your joy and happiness are the most important things there are. So we've got that one as well. What I'll do now is I just want to kind of take through. We've got a couple of people here that want to share their stories with us. And I haven't heard these stories. I don't know what they're going to be. This is my favorite part of this whole thing. And we'll start with Jeanette. Jeanette, we'd love to hear your story. Tell everybody where you're from.
Do you hear me? Yeah. Okay. So actually, I'm Jeanette, and I'm from Rockland, Ontario. For me, the patch Liberty was the first one that I tried. I had arthritis and I had a carpal tunnel, and in 5 days, I used to work at a Tim Horton place, and cold, hot all the time. And in 5 days, I saw the difference. My finger got all unswollen, and my hands from the carpal tunnel, that was gone. So over 2 years that I've been using the patches, never came back. The moment that I was convinced was 3 weeks after. I have I have a stent. I have a heart stent. And I think over the years, I had some arteries starting to work out on me. And after a while, you can't put air in your lungs like you should. You feel like a cat. And what it does, it gets you more tired because you can't fill up the lungs like it should be. And 3 weeks after the patches, all of a sudden I went like, I put air in my lungs without even noticing. And I stopped for a second and I went, wow, I put air in my lungs. And I'm a very active person that had slowed down a little bit. But my colleagues at work said, what the hell is happening with her? So I got energy. And after that, I started putting the Defend. So the Defend helps me out too a lot. And this weekend, I helped a lady, like you said, Wyatt. She came in, she had allergy. And I told her, says, how about having a patch out? We'll see if it works. An hour later, no more allergy. She was in pain. She had fibromyalgia and everything. We gave her a Liberty patch. She didn't have no pain all weekend.
That is amazing. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much for that story. Yeah, it's like every time I hear these stories, it blows my mind. Nobody can ever believe it's real, but it's real. Stephanie, we'd love to hear your story.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm from the Sunshine Coast in British Columbia, Canada, not the other one. And I got introduced to Super Patch almost a month ago. And I started out, I have an issue with anxiety and stress, and it usually goes straight to my shoulders. And normally, like, my shoulders are like as hard as a rock, and because everything is like right there. And so I did my research on the patches and stuff, and it was recommended that I use the Liberty, and then I also put the Peace patch on. And I tell you, I was talking to a friend of mine, very close friend, who introduced me to the patches, and she noticed within a short period of time, even my talking, I was relaxed, and it was amazing. And then the past little while, since I've been wearing every day, I wear Peace patch, the Liberty patch, and I'm wearing Defend now. But I noticed, like, my shoulders are just, my whole body just feels relaxed. And I deal with some stressful issues once in a while here around the home, and I ran into a couple issues out when I was out and about. And I tell you, even though I was like, I was stressed, like I was dealing with a circumstance, and I was just very upset, but my body was still relaxed. And there was no tension in the shoulders. And like, even now, coming on here, like, it's just, I'm just, oh, right. And it's been amazing experience, and I love it. And I'm so grateful that these are there to help people and make such a difference in their lives, and it's just a matter of time, because everybody's body is different. But it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I'm very grateful. So thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that story, Stephanie, and you're brand new with it. And so that I like hearing that even better. People that try it out, and everybody's skeptical at first, but just hope it's real. And it always turns out to be. You know what the truth is, gang? It works 100% of the time on 100% of the people. But as Stephanie said, sometimes it takes longer depending on what your situation is, but it doesn't take too much longer. Some people feel results immediately. Some people it takes a day, some people 2 days, sometimes a week. Sometimes you might need to add a patch, as Paul said, using the Liberty as a foundation. Maybe you need to add another one for a certain reason. But the fact is, this is new technology. It's going to be a household name. It's going to become commonplace. And frankly, gang, we did the explanations. We ran through them pretty quick. Your friend has a website. Your friend who invited you here, go on their website, and it explains every one of those patches in detail, along with studies, scientific studies, and FDA registration. And it's fabulous. So, Paul, I'll pass it back to you if you want to finish it up and say goodnight, my friend.
Yeah, well, unless you want to tell your story, we normally have three. I know that we had somebody trying to jump on, and I can't get them connected. So maybe just give a 30-second what happened to you, and because I know it's pretty awesome. So
For sure. I'm happy to. Yeah, my friend called me up back in June and told me about this technology. And if I could have rolled my eyes any harder, I would have been looking at my own brain. I said it was the silliest thing I ever heard in my life. There's no way that's real. You're telling me there's a sticker, like a patch, you call it a patch, a sticker, really, because there's nothing on it. There's no chemicals on it. I'm just going to put a sticker on myself, and all of a sudden everything's going to be great. Didn't believe it. 0% believed it. But he's a friend. I trusted him, so I tried it. And I had lower back pain. I've been nagged with for 5 years plus. I've got ankle rheumatoid arthritis now for years of gout pain, which just is the new normal. I was just used to the pain. It's just how it is. It was never going to go away. It's just how it is. And I put those patches on, and it didn't do anything. And I said, I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true, the whole thing. But I left them on. A day and a half later, I woke up and it was gone. And this was last June. Here we are. It is now middle of April. I've been pain-free ever since. I will never not be wearing these patches. It is real. and I'm going to shout it from the rooftops. Again, hard to believe, but that's okay. You don't have to believe it. The fact is, with this stuff, you either get your money back or you get your life back. And that's a win-win in my book.
Hey, I couldn't agree more, and I thank you for sharing your stories tonight here, guys. This is real. This is just real stories of sharing each week. We're not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. We're just, having true, real experiences without drugs. And I can't be any happier but to, clap that and shout that from the mountaintops. And we want to help 1 billion people. So that's our first mission. So if this could help you, someone just like Tommy said, reach out to whoever invited you here. They can get you some more information. You can get into, getting some samples and see what they're going to do for you or those around you. So thanks again, everybody. That was great timing. And I love this new format that we have, the Zoom. So this will happen every week now. So I got it figured out now. So awesome. Thanks again, everybody.